Top plays of the top 10 draft picks of 2025. What if the next Brady, Mahomes, or Jerry Rice just got drafted, and you missed their best college play? Hey there, football fanatics. The 2025 NFL Draft just wrapped, and wow, twists, shocks, and big names flew off the board. We're diving into the top 10 picks, highlighting each player's most jaw-dropping college moment, and throwing in some hilarious NFL comparisons. Get ready for draft day drama, epic throwbacks, and a few jokes along the way. Let's break down greatness before it goes pro. Pick number 10, Chicago Bears, Colston Loveland, tight end, Michigan. Wow, did the Bears just pull a fast one? At selection number 10, Chicago threw a surprise and selected Michigan's own Colston Loveland, a 6'6", 248-pound beast coming off the national championship run. This guy is more than just tall, he's a walking mismatch. In college, he did everything: block like a lineman, catch like a wideout, and dominate like a boss. Remember the 14-catch monster game? Yeah, defenders still experience nightmares. Loveland has even stated that he styles his game after Sam Laporta, and the resemblance is spot on: size, skill, and swagger. Do you want to participate in a renowned competition? Consider Jimmy Graham, but taller, stronger, and perhaps with nicer hair. And here's an amusing thought: the Bears might simply utilize Loveland as a human Swiss Army knife. Tight end, H-back, wideout, perhaps even kick returner. The dude has hands, height, and hype. Watch out, NFL. Chicago may have just devised their next offensive cheat code. Pick number 9, New Orleans Saints, Kelvin Banks Jr., offensive tackle, Texas. All right, Saints supporters, brace up. With the 9th choice, New Orleans selected Kelvin Banks Jr., a Longhorn legend who essentially constructed a wall around Austin. This guy did not just play for Texas, he dominated. Winner of the Outland Trophy and the Lombardi Award, as well as a 3-year starter with consistency. Oh, and he only allowed 5 sacks in 3 years. That's Where's Waldo level rare. What's his biggest flex? Banks turned the CFP semifinal against Ohio State into a pancake breakfast, flinging defenders around like rag dolls and freeing the runway for big runs. And let's not forget that this enormous human ran a 4.96 40-yard sprint. At his size, that is terrifying. In terms of legend, compare Walter Jones to Lane Johnson. Huge, yet freakishly swift. New Orleans hopes he'll be their new blindside bodyguard. And let's be honest, Banks is so powerful and sticky that we're convinced he lives in maple syrup. Good luck getting through that. Pick number 8, Carolina Panthers, Teteroa McMillan, wide receiver, Arizona. Okay, Panthers fans, let's talk about the big splash at number 8. Carolina chose Teteroa McMillan, a 6'4" wideout from Arizona with softer hands than a hotel pillow and highlight-worthy instincts. In 2023, he had 90 catches, 1,402 yards, and 10 touchdowns. And even in 2024, when things were a little up and down, he put up numbers bigger than a Vegas strip sign. The dude is a walking SportsCenter top 10 clip. Imagine him splitting double coverage, jumping for jump balls, and tapping toes on the sideline. It's like witnessing a gondolier catch a pizza in midair. Smooth, sleek, and consistently on time. The Panthers see shades of Mike Evans, and honestly, that does make sense. He's got Calvin Johnson's size and clutch energy. Basically, beast mode in cleats. And let's not forget about the potential nickname Tea Time McMillan, because defenders, they're about to get in deep trouble. Plus, given his volleyball expertise, don't be surprised if he spikes the ball after each touchdown. Pick number 7, New York Jets, Armand Membu, offensive tackle, Missouri. All right, Jets fans, strap in because selection number 7 just delivered some real muscle to New York. The Jets went with Armand Membu, a Missouri mauler who looks like a bulldozer in cleats. This guy stands 6'3" and weighs 325 pounds, which is sheer havoc for defenders. One scout even claimed that he moves D linemen like video game obstacles, which seems plausible. Do you want a highlight? Go see his goal line combination block, where he lifted 2 opponents at once. No kidding. Human forklift mode is enabled. From day one at Mizzou, he was blowing defenders off the line and stacking pancakes like it was brunch. What's the comparison? Think Orlando Pace meets Taylor Lewan. A lineman who can run block, pass protect, and possibly scare a few linebackers into early retirement. And the jokes? Oh, they are flying. Coaches claim he can bench press a rhino and still have room on the bar. If he protects Justin Fields the way we believe he will, the Jets may have just drafted a walking time machine, because he'll give their quarterback all the time in the world. Pick number 6, Las Vegas Raiders, Ashton Jeanty, running back, Boise State. Okay, Raiders supporters, buckle up. At choice number 6, Las Vegas selected Ashton Jeanty, a total runaway train out of Boise State. This dude crushed the Mountain West, collecting up a jaw-dropping 2,601 rushing yards in 2024, the second most in FBS history. Basically, he was averaging almost 200 yards every game. Isn't that wild? Picture this. Jeanty is like a cross between DeAnthony Thomas soaring over defenders and an early career Adrian Peterson tearing through tackles. In one wild game, he even hurdled a linebacker with ease. It's no surprise that he won the Doak Walker Award and was a Heisman runner-up. Legendary comparison? Think Barry Sanders meets Bo Jackson. Elusive and explosive, just waiting for the proper moment and a superior offensive line to shine even brighter. People refer to him as the Houdini of the backfield, since tackling him is nearly impossible. And here's the kicker. Jeanty is so fast that he doesn't run, but rather time travels. To keep up with him, the Raiders may have to start posting first down signs along the sideline. Pick number 5, Cleveland Browns, Mason Graham, defensive tackle, Michigan. Browns fans, get ready. Cleveland selected Mason Graham, Michigan's dominant defensive tackle, with the 5th overall pick. This guy is a brick house, 6'3", 320 pounds of pure force, who has spent the entire season burrowing into backfields. He wasn't just good, he was a consensus All-American and received Rose Bowl Defensive MVP accolades for shutting down Alabama's offense like it was nothing. In 2024, he recorded 3.5 sacks and 45 tackles, which are impressive stats for a man who lives in the trenches. What was the highlight moment? The Rose Bowl. Graham was unstoppable, stonewalling linemen with such force that it appeared they had dropped anchors. Furthermore, he came up big with sacks against Ohio State and even had a 2-sack performance against Minnesota. Legendary comparison? Consider Namadung Suh or Aaron Donald, disruptive beasts who dominate both the run and pass. His name is perfect for a WWE entrance. From the House of Graham. If you hear a loud growl at the stadium, chances are it's Mason, or maybe it's simply a very hungry lion. The Browns may have found their new fridge or Reggie White, a person you should feed some slaw to keep pleased. Pick number 4, New England Patriots, Will Campbell, offensive tackle, LSU. Okay, Patriots fans, listen up. Mike Vrabel selected Will Campbell, LSU's great left tackle. This guy was the rock of Baton Rouge's already huge offensive line, giving one of the SEC's finest attacks an extra boost. He was the first LSU lineman to earn first-team All-America accolades since 2004. Plus, he has started every game since 2022 and has only allowed 5 sacks in 3 years. That is lockdown-level protection. What about the highlight reel? Campbell completely destroyed Alabama and Kentucky's defenses in 2024. There is video of him flinging defensive ends around like they were a pile of pickup sticks. He even received an Outland Trophy Player of the Week nomination following a monster effort against UCLA. Think of him as a cross between Joe Thomas and Matthew Slater, technically flawless, but completely overpowering. New England hopes he becomes a human fortification for whoever is in the middle. And here's the fun part. With arms longer than some NBA players, Campbell's blocks are so forceful that defenders occasionally apologize on their way down. Buckle up, Patriots fans. This guy might just develop new methods to crush opposition rushers' spirits. Pick number 3, New York Giants, Abdul Carter, defensive end, Penn State. All right, Giants supporters, let's talk about your bright new number 3 overall pick, Abdul Carter, the edge-rushing beast from Penn State. This guy was a game-changer in college. He led the Nittany Lions in sacks and moved around the field like a heat-seeking missile. In 2024 alone, he recorded 6.5 sacks and 13 tackles for loss, ranking 3rd among FBS defensive tackles. Oh, and he's nicknamed Cam, not after Cam Newton, and certainly not because he plays like him. Completely different vibes. What was his most memorable moment? That would be his 4 tackles for loss game versus Michigan State. Complete anarchy. And don't forget how he kept crashing into the pocket against Ohio State, disrupting plays like it was his full-time job. He also led his team in forced fumbles, because why limit yourself to just a tackle when you can also steal the ball? Legendary comparison? Think J.J. Watt. Motor always going, armament always stocked, and sacks with a side of booyah. And here's the kicker. Carter once said his dream was to play in Philadelphia. Instead, the Eagles passed, and the Giants scooped him up. That's what we call a plot twist. Give it a few years, and Giants fans will be ecstatic as Carter terrorizes NFC East quarterbacks every Sunday. Pick number 2, Jacksonville Jaguars, Travis Hunter, wide receiver and cornerback, Colorado. All right, Jaguars fans, buckle up. Jacksonville recently traded up to acquire Travis Hunter, a two-way unicorn out of Colorado. Travis Hunter is the guy who can play wide receiver and cornerback like he was born to do so. Oh, and in 2024, he became the first defensive back in history to win the Heisman. Call it the NCAA's new rules, or simply his genius. This guy is a highlight reel come to life. He can shred defenders for 3 touchdowns one week and then snag picks like a machine the next. In one insane game versus Oklahoma State, he had 10 catches for 116 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. This is video game stuff. Seriously. You want to know about his legendary competition? Imagine Deion Sanders meeting Julio Jones. They don't call him Baby Prime for nothing. He's got swagger, quickness, and Showtime playmaking abilities. And let's be honest, if Travis appears in a YouTube highlight montage, your screen may explode from sheer voltage. The Jaguars didn't simply draft a player, they drafted a Swiss Army knife, a human cheat code, and possibly the first player to score a touchdown and intercept a pass in the same quarter. Number 1, Tennessee Titans, Cam Ward, quarterback, Miami. Titan fans, cue the confetti. With the first overall pick, Tennessee has found their guy, Cam Ward, the rocket-armed quarterback from Miami. This guy didn't simply play football, he destroyed the ACC as if it were his personal video game. Ward set a school record with 4,313 yards and 39 touchdowns in 2024, earning the Davey O'Brien Award and making the Heisman Finals. Essentially, he was a defensive coordinator's nightmare, and his clutch gene, off the charts. He orchestrated an amazing 25-point comeback against Cal, finishing with 437 yards and 2 touchdowns in a 39-38 victory. That was not a game, it was a movie. Oh, and don't forget his 5 touchdown performances against Ball State and Virginia Tech. Who does he remind us of? Imagine Brett Favre's cannon combined with Justin Herbert's wheels. One Titans fan even speculated that he could be Brett Favre's long-lost son, and they may be onto something. And here's the kicker. If Cam continues to sling it like this in the pros, safeties will need neck restraints to keep their heads from snapping around so much. Furthermore, rumors suggest that his playlist contains Freebird and the Rocky theme, because when Cam is on the field, touchdown time is party time. And there you have it, the top plays from the top 10 draft picks of 2025. From jaw-dropping hurdles to O-line obliterations, these future NFL stars are already rewriting highlight reels. Which rookie are you betting will break out first? Drop your pick in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow for more epic football breakdowns. See you next play.